Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Rain Report. Today is Friday, April 12th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your friendly Friday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Rain Report. Come and check out the Rain Report sports betting tip sheet and come learn about value percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and we use a strict money management system. Come learn more about the Rain Report today at atsstats.com. All right, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond. I'm a five-time sports handicapping champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Also the founder of ATS Stats, home of the Rain Report. And today we're going to take a look at some system plays. And the difference between a system play and the team trend is a system play is when every other team is in a certain situation compared to when one team's in a situation. And we'll take a look on the system play. I got a lot in the NBA today. We got a lot of games. I think we got 15 games in the NBA, but I got 8 system plays, 1 NHL, only one Major League Baseball system play. But don't worry, I got some great trends on some of the teams here. I got some perfect trends, and I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes. All right. Before we do that, how did Ron's picks do yesterday? Well, it wasn't a great day. Dallas Stars was our free pick of the day. That loss. We won with the Chicago Bulls over 220. Lost with the under in the Boston Celtics. I was flipping between the Golden State over and Boston, but either one of them would have resulted in the loss. So, the lesser of two evils was Boston under. We lost with the Senators over. I thought that was my 5-star play. I really liked that game. Looking good in the first period, 2-1, but we lost that one. We lost with the Capitals plus 1.5, but we did win with the Pittsburgh Penguins minus 152. So those were our NHL plays yesterday. Major League Baseball, 1-1. Had the Baltimore Orioles as minus 121. Nice comeback win there in extra innings. And then we had the Bucks over. That game went under. So again, not a great day, but it's still a good week with our premium selections. And folks, you can get my top plays each and every day today at atsstats.com. All right, let's get to system play number 1. Let's go to NHL. We're going to hit the circuit. And the first system play is the game between Minnesota and the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, the Golden Knights, a 167 favorite. 5.5 is the total. I do have Vegas winning this one, 3.1 to 2.5 over under, 5.71. And the system play is on the puck line. Look at this. Anytime you got a road underdog like Minnesota, totals 5.5, playing on 2 days rest before a non-division game, and they're coming off a Western Conference opponent, and they're coming off a 2-game road stand, and they allowed 5 or more goals against in that game. In fact, they're coming off a 5-2 loss to Colorado. That team is 12-3 ATS. So take a look at Minnesota today against the Vegas Golden Knights on the puck line, and maybe a little lean towards the under, but puck line is where you want to go on that one. That is the only system play I have today in the NHL. Let's go take a look at the NBA. I got a lot of systems today in the NBA, so I'm not going to give you the money line system plays today. You know what? I'm not going to give you the minus 800 money line system plays unless you're going to put them on the 3-team parlay or something. But I'm going to go totals and point spread. System play number 1 is the over in the Dallas-Detroit game. Now the total in this one here is at 219. I got Dallas winning 115 to 104. And if you scroll down to the bottom, here's the system play. I got 2 of them actually, and we'll go with the first one here. Anytime you got a home team like Dallas last 3 years before a conference game on 1 day's rest, coming off a 5-game win streak, and the last game was a win on the road, 11-5 to the over. So let's go over the total today between Detroit and Dallas. That is your system play number 1. Let's go to system play number 2. It's on the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are going to host the Indiana Pacers. This should be a good game right here. I do have the Pacers winning this one, though, 115 to 114. And the line on the game is minus 3 for Cleveland. But the system play is on the Cavaliers. Look at this. All right, so we're I think it's this one right here. Yep, there it is. All right, anytime you got an NBA home favorite like the Cavaliers during the month of April, going back to 1996, after a non-conference game, and they're facing a conference opponent, and they're coming off 1 under in the last game, and there was a win as a home favorite. They are 13-3 straight up, but 11-5 against the point spread. Now, you know one of my golden rules. Anytime we're in a manageable situation on the money line, we'll take a look at it. So give me Cleveland tonight on the money line. That is system play number 2. All right, system play number 3. We're going to Milwaukee, where the Bucks are going to host the. Where's Milwaukee? Come on, Milwaukee. Where are you? It's right in front of me. I know. Oh, okay, we're going to Oklahoma City. Sorry, the game's in Oklahoma City. That's why I couldn't find it. The Bucks are traveling to OKC, taking on the Thunder as a 14.5 point road underdog. So we know Giannis and company a lot of players aren't playing, right? Guys are going to be resting a lot this weekend, I got a feeling. And we got the Thunder winning 121-103. But I don't care about the side. I'm going with the total in this one. And I got a nice system on the over. Anytime you got a road underdog like Milwaukee playing on 1 day's rest, coming off a game that went over the total, and they're off a 16 to 19 point win, and they only allowed 96 to 100 points against, going back to 1996. That road underdog has seen the over go 12-3 in their next game. So let's go over the total today, Milwaukee and the Thunder. All right, system play number 4. Let's go to Minnesota. And the Timberwolves taking on the Atlanta Hawks. And the line, what's the line on this game? Minus 13.5, 226 the total. I got Minnesota winning 120-108. 228 is the total, so we do have it on the forecast going over the total. And I do have a system, however, on the under. Let's go to the system play right here. And where is that system play? Here it is. Anytime you got a 12.5 to 15 point home favorite on a Friday night after a conference game on 1 day's rest, and they're coming off a road loss, they are 11-4 to the under. And that, again, going back to 1996. But look at that, 15-0 straight up. But for shirts and giggles, we're going to go under the total today between Atlanta and Minnesota. That is system play number 4. System play number 5. System play number 5 is the game between Philadelphia and the Orlando Magic. Now, the Sixers are an 8.5 point favorite. 211 is the total. I got, let me see here. I got Philly winning 111-101, the over-under at 213.22. But the system is on the under. I like the under in this game. It's not a great system. It's about 66%. Anytime you got a home favorite like the Sixers on the last 4 years after a non-division game, playing a conference opponent, and they're coming off 5 or more ATS wins. And you can see that they're on a 6-game win streak right here. I don't know if it's 6 ATS wins, but the under is, where is it here? 30-16-1 to the under. So a nice little system play on the under between the Sixers and the Magic. That is system play number 5. Let's go to system play number 6. It's the game between Brooklyn and New York. I like the over in this game. 114-99 is the forecast. 214 is our total right here. And let's go take a look at the system. And the system is right here. Anytime you got a 9.5 to 12 point home favorite the last 4 years before a non-division game versus a conference opponent, and that home favorite's coming off 3 ATS wins, 14-1 straight up, but 11-4 to the over. So let's go over the total between the Nets and the New York Knicks. And the total now is at 211.5. Always buy the hook. If you're going to play the over, buy the hook. If you're going under, obviously keep the hook. Let's go to the Boston game. The Celtics taking on the Charlotte Hornets. And this game here will be played in Beantown. And Boston an 8-point favorite. 217.5 is the total. And I got a 112-105 victory here for the Boston Celtics. And the system play is against the point spread on the Boston Celtics. In fact, I got 2 of them. I'll go with this one here. Anytime you got a 6.5 to 9 point home favorite on a Friday before a non-division game versus conference opponent, and they're coming off a loss over an Eastern Atlantic Division opponent, they are 19-3 straight up, but 15-6-1 against the number. So we're going to take Boston on the spread, and it's -8 tonight against Charlotte. All right, your last one. That was system play number 7. System play number 8. Let's go to Denver. And actually, we'll go to San Antonio because Denver will be in San Antonio tonight as a 13-point road favorite. 222.5 is the total. I got the Nuggets winning this one, 118-104 to over-under, 223.25. So we do like it to go a hair over the total, and the system is on the over. Anytime you have a road team like Denver, last 4 years playing a conference opponent on 1 day's rest, and they're coming off a win against a Northwest Division opponent, and they allowed 110 or less points against, and they scored between 116 and 120. They are 18-4 to the over, so nice system play on Denver, San Antonio over the total. So there you have it. Those are your 8 NBA system plays tonight. A little recap. Dallas over, Cleveland money line, Milwaukee over, Minnesota under, Philly under, New York Knicks over, Boston ATS, and Denver over 8. All right, those are your NBA system plays. Only one system today in Major League Baseball, and let's go to MLB. And it's the game between the Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. We're going to go, I looked it over and it only had one system, which is kind of odd in the beginning of the year, but it does happen. All right, Yamamoto going up against Michael King tonight of the Padres. I do have LA winning 4.7 to 3.4, the over-under at 8.27. Dodgers 7-3 in their last 10, San Diego 5-5. And looking at the system play, anytime you got a 180 to 200 home favorite during the month of April versus a lefty, and they allowed 3 runs or more against in their last game, and they're coming off a loss in Game 3 of a series, that home team is 16-2 straight up in their next game, and that pertains to the LA Dodgers. So one system play here today on the Dodgers. Now let's go to the 80% club stats, and I'm going to show you some of the top trends today for Major League Baseball. And we'll kick it off in Houston, where Houston is a home or a road team against Texas. So when Houston is a home or a road team against the Texas Rangers, but that game tonight I believe will be played in Houston. So let me just see the starting pitchers. Houston, Texas. Okay, 1 second here. There it is. Yeah, Dane Dunning and JP France. And anytime Houston plays home or away versus Texas, last 15 games, the over is 12-3 between these two clubs. So for whatever reason, every time they get together, they tend to score a lot of runs. Max Fried on the road, when the total is between 8.5, he's 20-5 straight up in those contests. I don't know, Max Fried lately, not really a good start to the season. The lefty going up against Trev Rogers today of the Marlins. 2 lefties going today in the game between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Baltimore, nice win last night. Anytime they're a home or a road team, and the spread's between 160 and 180, either minus 160 or plus 180, they're 36-9 straight up in their next game. But I got a perfect angle here on the under in that game between Baltimore and who they playing again. I think they're playing. Let me see here. The Baltimore Orioles are going to face off against Freddie Peralta and the Milwaukee Brewers. Man, I'm still. You get to that time of year, right? All NHL, MLB, NBA, man, you just you're not thinking straight sometimes. All right, here we go. We got anytime Baltimore is a home team versus non-division opponent. First game of the series, coming off a 3-game win streak where they swept the Red Sox. Ended that game. The last game was a road win. 0-11 to the under. So take a look at the under today between Tyler Wells and Freddie Peralta of the Brewers in the game between Baltimore and Milwaukee. I think the total in that game is at 8. So yeah, so maybe the under might be worth a look here. Perfect system. All right, the Yankees taking on Cleveland as a road team during a night game after a non-division game, coming off a home loss. They're coming off a left-handed pitcher. 15-1 to the over in the next game. So Yankees over the total today. And let me see who's going here for the Bronx Bombers. I believe you got Clark Schmidt against Carlos Carrasco for the Guardians. All right. Chicago White Sox, anytime they're a home team versus non-division opponent on 1 day's rest, coming off a road loss as an underdog, and they scored 6 or less runs in their last game. 13-2-1 to the over. The Chicago White Sox here as a home team, so they're facing Cincinnati tonight. Andrew Abbott, the lefty, going for the Reds. All right, let me see here. Arizona as a home team, last 2 years before non-division game, and coming off a win versus a National League West opponent. They allowed 3 runs or less against in their last game. 2-9-1 to the under. And Arizona, Brandon Pfaff going against St. Louis, Steven Motz here. So I do like the under in this game here between Arizona and St. Louis. However, look at this. Anytime the Cardinals are a road team during the month of April, before a non-division game, coming off a 1-game loss, and it was a loss in Game 3 of a series, 13-3 to the over. So a little conflicting numbers right there, but we just give you the facts. Anytime Minnesota's a road team during the night before a division game, allowed 2 runs against in their last game, and they're coming off a series loss, 2-8 to the under. Detroit as a home team last 3 years, second game of the series, coming off a 1-game win, allowed 3 runs or less against last game, 2-8 to the under. Colorado will be in Toronto facing the Blue Jays. Anytime they're playing on the Friday night on the road before a non-division game, coming off a home loss, and it was a home loss as an underdog. They're 10-2 straight up in the next game, so we'll see what happens tonight in the Sky Dome or the Rogers Center. That's how old I am. I keep calling it the Sky Dome. Houston as a home team versus division opponent versus AL West division opponent, coming off a road loss as a favorite, and they're coming off a road loss, 14-3 straight up in the next game, but they're in tough against Texas. And Philadelphia as a home team versus lefties versus National Central opponents, coming off a 2-game win streak, and that game was a win. They are 8-2 straight up in their next game. All right, there you have it. Those are the system plays of the day for team trends. Sorry, not system plays, they're team trends. And again, you can get more team trends at atsstats.com. Go to your dashboard. Those were the old 80% club stats. Go to the new ones and click on MLB. And let me see if the stats are generated. And look at that one. Anytime the Royals are an away team coming off a 10-run win going back to 1996, this is a mic drop-off. 12-1 to the under. That's good for 92.3%. And again, you can get all the other 12 trends here at the 80% club stats, not only for Major League Baseball. You can get them for NHL, MLB, NBA, and once the NFL, college football goes, and the CFL. We have it all here at atsstats.com. All right, a lot of picks today. A lot of picks, a lot to go over. And again, just bringing you the facts, the systems, and hopefully the systems in Major League Baseball will get more occurrences. But that's the way it goes. Sometimes I'll get 1, sometimes I'll get 7. Hey, beggars can't be choosers, and hopefully those picks in the NBA do pan out for you. All right, folks, as you know, weekend, I take the weekend off. Hoo-ha, the weekend is here. And I'll be recharging the batteries, getting ready to go for Monday. But in the meantime, you can be a member at atsstats.com. A membership is only $7.99 for the week, $19.99 for the month, and then $99.99 for the year. And you can subscribe today at atsstats.com. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.